Hello, hello. All right. So, Kirsten Peck here. Good morning. Hello. This is the beautiful Oasis de Artes creative space I am opening here in Kamui, Puerto Rico. So, I'm getting on every morning as I'm getting the day started here in what I'm calling the Brocante and the Fuente sessions of creative time here in my art studio. It is the morning sessions include language arts and digital media, which is why I'm doing this every morning, as well as analytical math and culinary, which are the morning sessions. I've broken up the afternoon into visual arts and decorative arts and ending the day with performing arts because showtime is about turning it on and making money, which is also what I want to talk about here at Oasis de Artes. So long story short, am getting the space together. I've been kind of unveiling this a little bit every day as I've been working through the process. I was a high school teacher in Tampa, Florida, and I specialized in teaching critical thinking and problem solving, and especially with people who kind of were stuck and didn't really think that they could ever find a solution. So if you're feeling that way, and if you're kind of in this, what do I do? I'm stuck. I have to tell you, creative thinking is the way to bust past whatever those hurdles are and whatever those ideas are that are holding you back. Because we get in our own way most of the time as far as life goes. And part of this, I'm myth busting today, and let me stay on this topic because the myth busting piece of this is we get told things when we're children growing up. Teachers say things to us at school. Pastors or people at church say stuff to us if we're going to church with our families, or our cousins are doing things, and so we think we should be doing them. The way we develop ourselves is this combination of all of these forces coming together upon young children growing up and becoming adults. And then as adults, the people we work with, our friends, our neighbors, the people that we are around, pretty determine how our lives are going to be moving forward. And so I got a couple of people saying hello, good morning, hi there. I am talking about how people develop those ideas and get stuck in a pattern that is self-determined. We put it onto ourselves, thinking I'm supposed to be a certain way. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do that. So the myth busting in this today, as I've been getting this project started, people are saying to me, oh, I'm not an artist. I could never be an artist. And that's not true. Everyone is an artist. Everybody has creative thinking ideas in your head. Everybody has imaginations. Everybody has dreams of what they want the world to be, how they want life to be. Everybody has that. So to say that you're not creative or to say that you can't do art is not true. You're cutting yourself short. So that's the big myth part of this that I want to bust. So catch my breath because I get fired up about this. I have taken the time to write the ideas that I have in my head, the instructional guide, like a recipe to having the best life. I've done so much research and studying and talking to people over the years and helping teenagers figure out what they wanted to do in life was the best part of my job as a school teacher. I got lots of people saying hello, good morning. And so as people are trying to figure out life and what it is that they want in life, anything is possible. Absolutely anything is possible. I know that is a fact. I know that's a fact. So you got to put that aside, all this naysaying and the, oh, you can't do that, or it's never been that way, or no, stop it. So we got to stop that myth of what you can't do, because you can accomplish anything. I can accomplish anything. Anybody can accomplish anything. It's a matter of knowing how to approach it, how to work the process, how to follow the recipe, how to play the game. You know, all of those phrases are basically saying the same thing. And so I've spent a lot of time with research and with history, because I believe and I know history repeats itself. And so the things that are important today have already been faced in previous generations and in previous places around the world. And it's about us taking those ideas and putting them together, putting them into practice, and living our best life. And that it's up to us to make that happen. Me, myself, make my best life happen. So I did it because like I said, I was a high school teacher in Tampa, Florida, and I basically ran away from my high school. At the end of the year, I was like, that's it, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. It was more what that was about. I just was like, that's it, I'm done. And I figured out the plan. I followed the instructions of the teachers that teach success, how to be the ultimate champion. People like Tony Robbins, people like Magic Johnson, people like Napoleon Hill, and the old traditional Think and Grow Rich. All those guys have that formula. So why don't we apply it to my life today and make my life happen? And I did. So now I'm here and I'm like, hey, I can show this to everybody, because everybody deserves to be happy. Seems genius to me. So part of this, again, I mentioned the history piece of this because I go to my roots. I go to that foundation and that strength to know that I can get through this today because they got through it then. And so I'm going through some books, and I'm back here to this one today, this week's book. And this book, the more I looked at it this week, the more I wanted to pull it out again today, because in my books, the Best Life Remix Kit and Mejora Tu Vida Club Remix Kit, these are them in Spanish and English. One of the projects is to make a self-portrait. And how do we see ourselves? How do we want to be seen? How do we imagine ourselves being seen? And so the tie-in here is this particular book has the portraiture here on the cover. And inside the book, I opened to a series of pictures painted by the Spanish painter Goya. And the images here of life in Spain in the 1700s, and where we get these ideas of our history and our heritage and what that makes us who we are today. And so here, this picture here, let me see if I can try to get this on the screen. Right? Young. Young boy, he's got the background there. Here's one of Spanish life. And so, yeah, this is the history speaking to me, because I'm sitting here in my garden. I'm painting. I want to start painting more landscapes. I've been usually a pop artist and doing more commercial graphic kind of things, but I want to expand into landscapes and trees. I'm fascinated by my palm trees. And so I'm looking at this and I'm having this very moment of people enjoying their lives outside. They're dressed up. They're having a conversation. They're enjoying life outside. And so why not continue that, and why not break that part of our life, and why not make that part of who I am and appreciate that? And, you know, some of these, the the painting, and then look at this one. And so this is Easter weekend, and here I've got Goya, 400-year-old paint, 300-year-old painting of the devil. If that's what that is, let me see. What did he title this picture? What it says. These are from the Prada in Madrid. Looks like the same kinds of festivals, the same kinds of art are showing up in life. Very expressive, very emotions. That picture is very detailed and story. And so that's what I want to do out here in my garden. And what is this all about? You know, come and hang out and let's talk about art and how it makes us feel and what we want to express and how we can communicate our ideas using art. And why not get our hands dirty and get out some color and make a palm tree? And I'm going to make my palm trees purple and pink, if you've noticed the ad. And this whole crazy, it's what I want to do and make me happy. And so I'm inviting you to come join me in this art space, this creative zone, and whichever kind of arts work for you and your spirit to communicate ideas, I want to tap into that. And yes, and we're going to talk about how to make money off of it. Places like Etsy, things like here in Puerto Rico, they have a national license for artisanals. And so these are things that we can talk about because it is about making enough money so that you can have the life that you want. Absolutely. But I'm encouraging people to use art and creativity to find magic and imagination and inspiration to make life fantastic. So that's what I'm doing every day. That's why I'm here. And I need to get back to my own list of projects. I'm working on the next book that actually goes with this particular project. I should have said subscribe way back minutes ago. I should have said, you know, the tickets are on joywestpress.com. The books are on Amazon, Best Life Remix Kit and Mejora Tu Vida Club Remix Kit in Spanish. If you are here in Puerto Rico, please come see me. I'm in Camuy, Puerto Rico, out on the West Coast. And what else am I missing here? What's the other pieces of this? I don't know. Subscribe, follow along. You know what you're supposed to do. So come see me, get the tickets, get the book. Let's just come talk. I want to talk about life in the world. Of course, I'm fascinated by things. I'm working on another project. I got 3 projects in the works. So my life is fantastic. It's the one I wanted. And I want to show you how you can make your life the way you want it to be also. So that's the pitch. That's my story. Have a great day. I'm enjoying the beautiful outside. There's somebody driving by with loud music. It's always great here in Puerto Rico. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great life. Bring art into your world. Have a great day.